Three, two, one, and let's go. We are live. What's happening?
Hey, beauties.
All right. Let's see if people look at the stream notification and are like, "Holy shit! I thought he was dead." Eh, I don't know. I woke up this morning and I was feeling froggy, so I removed my own stitches. Figured, let's do this thing. She looks pretty decent.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
No, not bad at all. I don't. I was doing some stuff last night, and I noticed that the stitches were like free moving. They would move back and forth. So it was like uh,
Yeah. Were they
the nylon
dissolvable
itself
stitches that
wasn't
they
stuck.
did?
What was that?
Yeah, I think they may have done the dissolvable stitches with it. So, yeah, they loosen up as they dissolve. And then, did you have to cut them out or were they just easy to
Yeah, I
pluck
cut them
out?
out. Yeah, I
Oh,
cut
okay.
them out. They told me to go back either today or tomorrow to have them removed, and I was like, I bet you they're going to charge me uh, another copay to go in and have them removed. So I'm like, you know what? We're not going to
Oh,
do
of course.
that. We can just go in and do it ourselves. Let's just do
The,
that. All right.
yeah, medical field with that. I mean, I've had 30 plus surgeries, and yeah, removing stitches is always the part that's easy to do on your own if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it was just with a Swiss Army knife this morning, and out they came. Oh, Wolfgang will be joining us. He's just not here quite yet. Let's do a nice soft warm up. Some Lotto locks, some American 1100s.
Yeah, I haven't played with my locks in a little bit actually. I've been on a handcuff binge.
Well, what have I been doing lately? Not so much. I've been collecting a lot of pocket knives, and in the course of collecting those pocket knives, cut myself. So that kind of put me out of commission for a while.
I got the multi-pick cutaway practice lock the other
Oh, there you
day.
go.
Oh, it's nice. You know, one side's Dempo, the other is a Yale keyway, but the security pins that they have in here are a nice variety. They got two spins, two spools. They got two, I think, T pins, or it's the opposite of the spool where the ends are the ones that they kind of cut out. So it's almost like a tapered in some ways. Um, and then they also give you serrated pins. It's a really cool setup that they got on here.
They have like the bump stop style barrels, like the ones that are fat in the center and thin on the ends, on both
Yes.
ends. Okay,
Yeah, here I got one because they actually give you plenty of extras, which is kind of nice. So
let's go
let me
full
see if I
screen
can
on you.
do a close on that. Oops. Come on. There we go.
Oh, there you go. That's the old bump stopper.
Yep. So, you know, it's I don't have any locks that have these in it, so this is kind of my first time encountering those. So it's going to be interesting.
Nice. It's funny that you say that. Actually, one of these American 1100s down here actually has one of those bump stop pins. I don't know if it's custom, but one of them has it in it. I can't remember where I got it from. I think it might have been when I was buying uh, like spare cores for them. I think maybe one of them had one of those bump stops in it. But one of these
Oh,
has one in
awesome.
it, And we have Wolfgang joining us. He joined us while we
Oh, hey, good
were
evening.
full screen.
I wasn't aware
Wolfgang.
you were already live.
Hey, how's it going, brother?
Hey, well, how's it going? Yeah, all good. Good on my side. How about you? Did your finger
Not
heal?
well. I pulled the stitches out this morning, so
Oh, nicely healed. Okay, good.
yeah, it's a little beat up, but it'll get better as time goes along.
I think I can actually pick that. Yay! I got a new multi-T dimple lock. I'm
Oh,
trying
it's
to
a
find
multi-lock. Okay.
yep, a multi. Yeah, I'm trying to find a bidding that is a little bit friendlier, and I think Adam sent me one that I can actually play with. Yay!
Is it a 4-pinner?
Uh, 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah, the first
Mr.
one I
Adam.
had. Yeah, the first one I had, I was almost. I got 4 out of 5, and then when I went to repin it, I messed up the shim, and the pins went flying, and I lost one of the inner pins. No idea where it went. And so I got another one, and the bidding he gave me on that one was crazy, and so I couldn't get as far with that one. So I'm hoping with this one I can get farther,
Let's hope so.
because then I can get my purple belt.
Oh, you're picking a multi-lock for purple belt.
Yep.
All right.
Either that or I got an Agent LS5 here that I might do for the purple. It's a dual roll dimple lock. And
Looks like a high pin count one. Let me
yeah,
check.
it is let's see here, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's probably got 15 pins in it.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! What brand is that?
Agent.
Oh,
The LS5. So there's a row of pin on this side and then a row of pins on this side. So yeah, it's I think either 14 or 15 pins in it.
okay. So there's 5 on the left, 5 on the right, and then 5 up top.
I think 7 on the. I think it's 7 on the right, 7 on the left,
Oh, really?
based off the key.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, because the key's got 7 marks on it. So yeah.
Yeah, high pin count locks can be fun, but they can also be maddening.
Oh yeah, I'm getting great feedback from it though. It's like I can feel the spools, I can feel the security pins really nicely on it. So I think I was getting very very close to opening it after in my last attempt. So but I
Oh,
might give this
no.
multi lock a try.
Maybe
But yeah, I
we'll
want
give
to
a.
get into disc detainers at some point in the near future. That's my next goal.
That's a nice goal indeed.
That is a good goal. Uh, hmm.
Do you have you bought any Distatainer picks?
Yep, so I've got the one from Sparrows that Bozzy and Bill and Lockpicking Lawyer collabed on. And then I got some of the cheap Chinese ones. I haven't
Wait, wait,
played
wait.
much with it.
Which one which is the one that Lockpicking Lawyer and the Bosnian Bill collaborated on?
Sparrows.
Sparrows.
Yes, they did.
I mean, it's a beautiful pick. I love it. It's only top tension though. You can't tension off the back with it.
Okay.
You'll recognize it as soon as you see it because it is like the mainstay disc detainer pick that LPL used on his channel always.
Yep. I mean, it's beautiful. I love it.
Oh,
I haven't got any locks open with it yet. I've got the cutaway that Covert Instruments sells, which is a really nice cutaway. So I played a bit with that. And then I got a disc detainer lock from Master Lock, but I can't tension it with the pick from Sparrows. So I got to figure out another pick with it. But then I just got the Proven lock from Proven Industries.
Is that the one that is being talked about on YouTube?
Oh yeah. And the answer is yes, you can do it. I was able to do it myself, so it was. I'm not going to post the video of it yet because I want to wait and see what happens Friday.
Okay.
you want to see if they clap him in irons first, right?
Oh, I was reading their brief
Okay.
this week, and it's. I mean, if the judge allows it to continue, I will be absolutely shocked because the number of times they contradicted themselves in their own brief.
Yeah, I actually
was insane.
Yeah, I actually posted on my community tab a like a breakdown from a Canadian lawyer that actually went over
Bronco and the Bailey.
Yeah, I
I
posted
love
that.
his channel.
And here's the thing: do you think for 1 second if they thought you understand that the guy works and is great friends with the lockpicking lawyer? Do you think for 1 second that he would be online posting all of this stuff right now as there's legal proceedings going on if LPL didn't think that his case was ironclad, airtight, absolutely unsinkable?
Oh, exactly.
So
exactly. But what makes it even crazier is in their brief, they actually target Covert Instruments.
They did. They named them as like an unnamed, almost like a co-conspirator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was.
And so I'm reading the brief. I'm like, oh, they are picking the wrong fight. And
Yeah,
so
they are barking up the wrong tree there. Oh boy.
So, yeah, I mean, I will be absolutely shocked if the judge allows it to continue past, Friday, because I think Friday is when they set the initial hearing on it. But I think I agree with everyone. I really want to see McNally on the stand teaching the jury how to open the lock with a soda can.
Oh boy. That will be
really amazing because everybody obviously turned on them immediately because of how ridiculous that they're acting. And instead of saying, oh, we made a mistake, blah, 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 they turned off comments on all their videos and doubled down like they're right. And it absolutely blows my mind.
Did you see the video that the owner did?
I did. I've been watching this thing unfold for weeks.
they took it down so you can't access the video that he posted. But yeah, I watched that little video that the justification or the I was like, whoa, yeah, they are. I think they're doing more damage to their reputation than anything that any McNally or any other lock picker could do in a video. It's I don't even think McNally even really damaged their reputation because I mean it's he does that. I mean Master Lock was a target of his for how long, and they're still standing.
That's the thing. Like, here's their problem. Their locks are not very good, just like master locks, but master locks are affordable, and that's why people continue to buy them. People thought that their locks were like heavy duty, high security because they were in, high security bodies. But that's all that's high security about their locks was the lock bodies against
Yeah,
physical attack. Other than
I mean,
that, they're nothing.
yeah, I mean, I got this off Amazon, $90 for this. It's an
Whoa,
aluminum
90.
lock.
Oh boy.
With a standard disc detainer. In comparison, getting the Abus 8840 is $33.
Yep.
Um, so it's like, I mean, granted, the one thing I would say is, it is disc detainer. So in the States, I mean, that you don't encounter that a lot. So okay, I'll give them a +1 on security for that. But it's a standard disc detainer. It's nothing special. For it to justify, the huge additional cost just for a disc detainer is unreal. And if you wanted the solid steel version of this, it's $75 more.
That's
Wow.
bananas.
It has the
And
same lock core, right?
same lock core. And then if you
Wow.
wanted the more secure lock, that's almost double. So if you're looking at like getting the medical or the alloy one that they have, you're looking at over $250 almost for the lock. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing about this that would justify that cost. I mean, in the review I did with them, I recommended the Master Lock more than theirs for just for the cost. I mean, this is $44
And
with the
that cannot
mount.
be shimmed.
Yeah, and it can't be shimmed.
Oh boy.
Well,
Imagine buying one of those high-end ones for almost $300, 250, right? With the medical core, and then somebody comes over and opens it up with a beer can. I mean, what the hell?
Oh yeah. Now, I mean, to give them credit for it. I mean, the more secure cores don't shim. They demoed that. They had them there, and they showed that you can't shim. Those aren't the spring. Um, you can't retract the bolt without the key turned and all that with them.
Okay,
But
okay.
with their standard option, but still $90. And it's like I didn't want to buy that lock initially because I don't like supporting companies like that. But at the same time, I'm like, I gotta get my hands on it just to, play just because of all the buzz around it right now.
Definitely,
And
they are going down into the history books after that, I think.
yeah,
And then next to the Great Lock controversy in 1851, which was
well, I
back
just
then
got I
all.
just
Go ahead.
I just got my spring core open. The
Ooh.
ABBA dimple lock
Oh, nice.
awesome.
uses basically the same cores in that thing. The little spring style, but theirs is a 15 pin dimple core. Wonder if this would fit right inside there. I bet you $100 it would.
I think the end there is different.
You
Here,
know what? It is.
I can
It
pull
is
this
different.
apart real quick here. Where did
Let's
the
see what the actuator does on this. I don't know. That's fun. I haven't picked that lock in a long time.
Yeah, see the end is a bit different. I could use this tumbler tumbler lock that I got from Covert Instruments in it because it's got the same end with it. But yeah, it's got that.
So you would have to like kind of grind out the slot to make it fit.
Well, actually, no. If you look in the where in the in the housing here, that's just flat there. So yeah, you could use that in there as
See, I
long as
thought
it
that it
fits
would. I
in
thought it
this.
would probably fit.
Yeah, as long as it fits in this, it doesn't matter what the end is.
Yeah, let me
'Cause, yeah,
measure it real quick and see what the size is on it.
let's see here for this guy for the disc detainer that they got. We're looking at 18.7 millimeters. And if you need that in inches, I can do inches.
Yeah, we're gonna do inches because do everything in inches. Oh, there we
Alright.
go.
So
It is
0.734.
0.740. That would fit all day long.
Yeah, that would probably fit. It's close.
Six
Yeah, because
thousandths. There's
actually
definitely more than 6 thousandths of. Actually, it may fit better because
7.2.
you'd be less likely to be able to fit a shim beside it.
Actually, the shim, you don't shim between the housing and the core. You're shimming between the housing and the lock body.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay.
You could probably shim either place, honestly.
Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah, you probably could shim either place. Yeah, I almost ordered one too before they, because they pulled that that particular lock. The crap, I can't remember what model it was, but it was the one with the disc detainer core. It wasn't the puck lock. They pulled that model off of Amazon.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Because
the coupler, yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
because I almost bought it before
But
they
it's the
took
same.
it down.
It's the same thing in the puck lock. It's just a different body.
Yep, I believe it.
And who pulled it? I mean, the manufacturer or just Amazon?
Yeah, the manufacturer, because
Wow.
the one that McNally was did the original video on wasn't the puck lock. It was almost. It wasn't really a padlock. It was crap. What the heck was the name of that?
Oh, trailer coupler, I think.
That might be it.
It was the where's my master lock?
Proven.
It was like the Master Lock 605. Where did I put mine?
What the heck was the name of that actual thing? Shop. Shop all.
Oh, Chuck
It
Soup
was
is
like,
here. He's saying it's a hitch lock.
Yeah, hitch lock. That's it. Yep.
yeah, because they pulled it. I almost bought it. And it was like, you know what? I'm not giving these people, like $130 or whatever it was of my money. I'm just not. I'm just
Yeah.
not gonna.
That's why I went with this because I mean it was 90 with the mount and even with that I was having a hard time going with it and it's like but given everything going around it's like I just had to get my hands on it and give it a
Here it
try
is.
and get
There she is. The latch
Ooh.
pin lock.
yeah.
There it is.
Because I thought about getting, instead of this one, they also have a padlock that you can get with the same core in it. But I think it's like an upcharge to get the disc detainer core in it.
Yeah, because the other core that they will commonly throw in it is the or the tubular lock.
The tubular lock. That's exactly what comes in its stock, I believe.
Yep, and Georgia Jim has a video where he impressions the tubular lock one.
Yeah, it was super funny when he was like, I'm not saying anything bad about this lock in particular. Kind of being judicious about what he says, since they're obviously have a hair trigger when it comes to litigation.
Yep, that's that's kind of why I'm not posting my video until after I see what happens with McNally, and then I'll post my video. But and in
Tell
the
you
video
what,
I did, I purposely did it where I didn't want to break it, but I had to pause it because I had to go back and see what side McNally was doing the shim on, because I forgot where the indent was. So rather than leaving it, I just paused the recording real quick to do that. But other than that, it was like, yeah, I got it, opened it, and did that shim pretty easily. I mean, it took a little bit of guesswork to get the location and get used to inserting it in, but within 15 minutes I learned it.
Wow. Oh boy.
it's kind of the same predicament that I'm in. I bought a knife from a Chinese manufacturer that cloned a very particular um, patent design from an American company. Looks like this, and it has magnets inside. So it has a magnetic detent, and the lock uses magnets, and this little locking bar here that you use to deploy it uses magnets. Um, and I'm the guy who owns the patent for this is very trigger happy about turning people in for like counterfeit material. So it has to live in obscurity because I can't do a video on it,
That's
which is a
strange.
shame. It is a shame because here's the thing: I got it expecting it to not be very good, but I actually ran XRF, um, non-destructive testing to determine what material it was, and it is perfect M390 steel from Bowler, and I hardness tested it, and it actually tests 2 points harder than the original did. So
Oh,
it
jeez.
is, yeah, it's 64 Rockwell. You can see I actually poked it 2 times because I'm like, it can't possibly be 64 Rockwell. There's no way. And yeah, I hit it a second time just to be sure. I actually videotaped it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, it can't be 64. I'm going to hit this again. I had to have hit like a bad spot or something. And it is, yeah, it's 64 all day long. Mm.
So yeah, since we got all go silent and all that, there's a lot of stuff that happened to me recently.
Okay, what's up?
I went to one of these lockpicking competitions in the Czech Republic a few weeks ago.
Oh,
I met
awesome.
some people from the LPU community there as well. Actually, one of our guys from LPU and one of the blue belts won the the whole championship.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It
Was
was
it like
my first time over there. Yeah, go ahead.
was it like a speed competition?
We had 4 disciplines. Let me walk you through all of them. The first one was a padlock picking competition. You were served brand new padlocks. We had 3 groups, I think, around 18 to 20 people or something from different countries, around the Czech Republic, so like Austrians, some people from Hungary, I think, Czechs, yeah, and that was it, I think. But I also met Almost Harmless, John Doe
Okay,
as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're familiar with him.
I am.
Ah, you are.
Yes.
So I got some locks from him as well. It was really funny. He also won in 2 disciplines, I think. He's got second place in opening cylinders. So the second discipline was opening double cylinders, Euro cylinders. I got eliminated in that one because you had a requirement. You had to open your own lock, which you brought to the competition. Um, you had to open it in 5 minutes, and if you got it, it got like tagged and given to the next person who had 15 minutes to open it.
Okay.
And the more locks you opened, and the fewer people who I mean, and the number of people who managed to open your lock also counted into the end result. So the fewer people who managed to open it, the better, of course. But I didn't manage to get into that one, unfortunately. I brought a Yale 500 with me with that ping pong effect, and I got so nervous while trying to open it. I fell into the ping pong trap and I couldn't get out of it. So
Oh,
they also told me, hey, if you cannot open it in the last 2 minutes, I even risked it. I swapped cylinders. I swapped it to another Yale, a Yale 100, I think, to try to open it. That one had spools, and I couldn't even open that one, so I got eliminated from that part. But oh boy, yeah, I went really risky with that one. I was thinking I was in somewhere in Monte Carlo or in Las Vegas, Might as well go big or go home, right? And
You got it.
that one didn't
At
work.
that point, yeah. With 2 minutes left, you didn't have much to lose, right?
Yeah, exactly. But then I met outside a couple of other people who got eliminated, and some of them also went really risky. They showed me their locks. Oh boy, I was thinking, okay, nothing is lost here, I think. And yeah, we talked about locks, and he showed me how to open Distantainer locks. The guy was pretty very versed with opening Distantainer locks. What he did, he modified these cheap Chinese Distantainer picks from Amazon, and he used those to open Distantainer locks. That was really fascinating to see. He taught me how to open one of the Abus Distantainer locks. I'm not sure which series was it. The one that has red text in the front. I'm not sure what that one's called. Yeah, and then we had a third discipline. I got eliminated there as well. That was like a 1 minute something called a blitz open, where people basically stood in a circle, and you brought your own cylinder to that one as well, but you had to open that cylinder in 1 minute. And then if you managed to open yours, you could give it to the person next to you. And if he managed to open that one, he then gave it to the next person, and this has gone in circles, right? The problem is, I got eliminated at the first one. I couldn't open my neighbor's lock, unfortunately. they brought a what was it? A MTL 7x7, which
Okay.
he managed to open in 1 minute. I was a little bit surprised. How the hell could you open a dimple lock in 1 minute? But yeah, that one surprised me a little bit.
I wonder if I can
Well,
open a Garrison in 1 minute.
that's
Seems like
nice.
an interesting challenge.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, it also taught me that some of my custom picks needed to be adjusted a little bit because I saw that some of the high lifts didn't really work. So I had to file away a little bit from my custom picks. So that also gave me an opportunity to improve my tools a little bit.
Awesome.
And then the final one was really interesting. I had zero expectations for the last one because the last one required you to do a freestyle opening. So you had 5 minutes to open a lock. Everyone got served new locks. And this time we got cylinders. So there were like fab double cylinders from ASSA ABLOY Fab. That's what it's called. And then EVA and Guard, I believe. There were some Guard cylinders as well. And what else? What else? Dormakaba, the Gemini Plus.
Ooh.
That's a HPC. That's a high pin count one. And what else was there? Wait a second. Let me think about it. Yeah, the Fab 3 Star as well. That's a blue belt. And the Euro Plus. So I managed to open 4 locks, and I was so proud of myself. I didn't expect any success there because many of the fastest opens were possible only with a electronic pick. So you were allowed to use an electronic pick. I borrowed one from a friend who got eliminated from the first round, and this is how I got into 5th place. But oh boy, that wasn't easy. And with the padlocks, I got 3rd place in the B class. I used the McNally McTickler to just basically zip open the cheaper locks. But oh boy, there were some padlocks there that I never seen in my life. Have you ever heard of the what is that called? The tokos. Have you heard about those?
No.
Bumpy or Ray? No, never.
No.
Oh boy, those are some badass wafer locks, basically. So the 2 models that I couldn't open were these big black ones. I even bought one. I'll show it to you later. It has 5 wafers, and it's really hard to open. I just cannot feel any feedback in those. And then, what else was there? There was another Tokos called the Tech 300. And that one is an interesting one. It has wafers, and in the end of the wafers, which has contact with the key bitting, has ball bearings in their ends. So this way they can have like very extreme highs and lows in the bidding.
Okay.
I don't have that lock, unfortunately, at least not yet. Talk about released. I ordered some, and I'll have them pretty soon. But let me show you one of the locks that were at the competition. These things here. It's this over here. It's a Tokos wafer lock. This is unranked currently. I have one open. Let me grab that one instead. It's locked away.
And hey, Keith. Hey, Unhinged.
What's up, guys? It's good to be back, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's this lock over here. Let me put this medical to the side. So it's this padlock. It's a 40 millimeter one. And as you can see, it has this very small keyway.
It is small.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
really hard to tension. And it has 5 wafers. But the wafers have pretty good tolerances. I can barely feel any feedback in this one. I saw some people getting false sets with a snowman, but that's it. They couldn't open it. So nobody could open these.
Hmm. It's a wafer lock.
It's a wafer lock. That's the funny part.
I got my agent open.
Oh, nice. Good job.
That's my second purple belt.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, come
I just gotta
on.
learn how to gut it without losing all the pins.
Oh yeah, and the second lock. This was the second Toko's lock that we got. This was a silver one. It's a green belt. It's a Toko's Beta 50. These have really nice spools, by the way. Has this Yale style keyway. And I bought 5 of these, and you had to open every single padlock in hand. These were really challenging to open in hand. I couldn't open them in hand, but I could open them in a vise very easily. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, now I trained myself. I can actually open them in hand as well, so not a problem anymore. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the really big ones, the golems, the Toko's golem or Pluto, I think, 50s. Those are bigger locks and more high security. I believe that one's a blue belt, the tech Tokos. And then I got this lock from Almost Harmless. This over here, it's an idea lock. It has this bidding. Look at that. So there's a laser cut here. What's that called? A slider cut, right? And then
Yeah,
2
I think so,
rows
yeah.
of standard pins. This is like a very cheap Chinese lock. Well, one would think, oh boy, this must be really hard to open, right? Judging by the key and a dimple lock, of course. But let me show you something. It's not as terrible as one might think. Okay, let's see.
Oh, shit. Just had pins fall out.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Shit. So, let's see. Oh.
Oh, crap. Did I just break my agent?
Oh no. Bumpy, no. Let's rake the these two rows of pins. I'm trying to get an open here. Oh boy. Why is this so awkward now? Come on. Let's see. So once you get a false settler like this, all you do is you reach up. Let's see, let me get a pick. You reach up on the left side like this. It's very similar to the Yale Superior. And all you do is just set these sliders and you have an open like that. So a very quick open.
Hmm.
That's a fun little lock. Cost like 15 euros or something. And Almost Harmless used this one to compete in the double cylinder opening part. And then he gave it to me as a gift. That's his sticker A5. He was in the A group.
Okay. Why are you not opening? I haven't picked this lock in like 3 months, so I can't remember what's going on here. Okay, that was 6 all day long.
All right, well, going to happen is going to happen.
5 feels good. Reset. Two is set.
This is another lock that I got from Almost Harmless. I'm not sure what the ranking of this one is. It's a DOM RN. And the DOM RN is actually ranked from orange up to blue, actually, depending on the bidding. So I haven't got it this one yet. But for some reason, this side here is easier to pick than this side over here.
Okay, which is the outer side? Because a lot of times the outer side is harder to pick than the inner side. Because it,
Yeah, so this is the longer side, so I'm guessing this is the one that faces the corridor, and this is the one that faces the apartment room. So yeah,
that makes sense to me.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that is why, but I'll have to gut it and figure it out at some point. It has 4 circuits, so it's going to be a huge problem to gut.
Yeah, there's also a possibility, depending on when it was made, blah blah blah. The RN can have. Oh shit! Am I mistaken about that? Trying to think of which lock has rattlesnake pins in it sometimes.
The RN might have and the Plura as well, I think.
That's what I thought. I thought it was the RN because sometimes it'll have rattlesnake pins and sometimes it doesn't. Like I have one here, and it does not have rattlesnake pins.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed when I opened mine.
Yeah, the rattlesnake ones are kind of rare, I think.
That is correct.
As this bidding. Let's see. Let's try and open it, perhaps. These are actually fun picks. I have 2 more over here. I opened these as well. This is brand new from Amazon. Again, same format. And then I have a half cylinder as well. This one could be easier to gut, I guess. But this one doesn't have a rattlesnake. I picked this one many times. It definitely doesn't have a rattlesnake pin.
I actually think the Bumpy has an RN that has rattlesnake pins in it.
I got 2.
Oh, nice.
Man, you got really lucky.
Yeah, I got let's see here. I gotta figure out how to put this back together now. I think I've got all the. I don't think I lost any pins or springs, which is good.
How did the pins fall out of the lock?
I over-rotated.
Oh.
And I aligned the top pins with the bottom here.
Oh.
because I'm not
Mhm.
used to picking these open, so I didn't think about that when I was rotating the core, and so I dropped all the security pins in there. I was like, no.
Oh,
And then
that's
I
really
wound up
unlucky.
dropping all the key pins, and so I'm going to have to repin it, figure out the repinning on it. But well, I think I can do that. But yeah, I got the over. Is it that's Abus, that's Yale, Icon.
Holy smokes! It's about damn time.
Nice, nicely done.
God, Jesus!
Yes, yeah, this Dom here
Only
has
a
rattlesnakes
red
in it.
belt. God,
Only a red belt.
only a red
Yes.
belt, man. I struggled. I was struggling. We're going for a black belt one this time. Let's go for it.
It's like a Dom 333R Plus that's got rattlesnakes in it.
You know what? Let's
Oh.
grab that. I haven't picked that in a long time. I have a Dom RN and a oh crap, what was that other lock? I have it's a purple belt.
And then a Dom that's got a little bit of a nicer keyway, but this
Oh,
also has
you have a key for that
rattlesnakes
one?
in it.
What is that?
Yes, I got keys for all these.
Okay. Is that also a an RM, perhaps?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Because I also
RN.
bought a Plura. I also have a Plura. What is that called? A padlock as well. I managed to open that one as well, but that one has a really strange feedback. You just keep picking it and it just opens. It's an interesting lock. Also blue belt.
All right, Dom RN and Nemeth NF2.
Oh boy.
All right, let's do this thing. Okay, so we need, say, either a 40 or a 32 tension fits. 40?
That doesn't fit. Nope. Nope.
And I'm not sure how are these ranked, by the way. So if you have like around 3 what are those called, security pins, then it's definitely blue belt, right?
I think so, yes. Yeah, both of the Doms I've got are blue belt.
Okay. Yeah, I think these are blue as well, because then they have 3 security pins. You can actually feel them.
Let's go with 15 valve.
Yeah, it has two of these long spools, I think, and one small spool somewhere in the back.
Hey, we got C Stu Do in the chat. How's it going, brother?
Oh, these you do is here.
He said he got called to the car show. Somebody locked himself out.
Oh,
Thing about car show cars, they're all old wafer locks. You rake your way into those.
oh yeah, that's Stu's specialty.
That is his specialty, is it not? Hmm.
Nice little click there. Come on. Oh boy, I picked this one in 2 minutes on camera, and here on stream I cannot pick it.
Alright, so I think glue gun stick is going to be my best bet.
Oh,
Okay, we just got some counter rotation, all set.
I decided to do a different camera angle this time. Do something similar that Nick VVT does. I get a close up on the what is that called? On the keyway. Hopefully it's more visible now.
Yeah, let's give you a There you go. Well,
Oh, there we go. Look at that. I actually see the fall set from there. It's funny.
Come on. Ooh, there we go. That was a heavy click, baby. Heavy.
Heavy click.
Yeah, heavy.
Let's see. Where's the binder?
Oh shit! Where did it go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no! Where did it go?
Okay.
There it is. 6.
Rotation.
Ooh. All right. Almost had a heart attack.
Five, 4.
Oh, there we go.
Why do they gotta make these springs
Set.
so small?
Yeah, that's high pin count locks for you. I was just wondering, how the hell did you open a high pin count lock in 5 minutes? Like, what's the strategy there? Because I don't think you can do that.
I'm wondering how long did it take me to open that 15 pinner a little bit ago? It wasn't that, I don't think it was much more than 5 minutes if it was even.
With
Really?
this one,
What I do is I do left side, right side, right side until I get no binding pins, and then I go to the top,
Oh,
and I do the top until I have no binding pins, and then back to the left, right, back to the top, and that's my rotation: left, right, top, 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 left, right until she opens.
okay. So you single pin pick it,
Yes,
and it'll
yeah, and
hopefully
that
a
was
high
kind of
pin
the same
count.
that I did with mine.
Yeah, I don't switch from left right until there's nothing going on, and then I'll switch to those top 5 pins.
That's really funny. Um, one of the guys we traveled with to the Czech Republic, he told me his father managed to open one of these Dormakabas by just basically raking it at the competition. And
Ooh,
for funny enough, the lock opened to everybody's surprise, and nobody expected that lock to be opened at that competition. So he turned the core, and all the pins fell out. They just broke the lock.
oh,
Yeah. Oh, that's really funny. I mean, yeah, so stuff like that happens there. So they were kind enough to give us the padlocks that we were picking. So that was nice. So there are these EVA padlocks that I couldn't hunt down right now, and it turned out that EVA bought Guard, this company called Guard, and Guard makes padlocks, so aluminum padlocks with EVA cores. And I want to get my hands on some of those padlocks because those were pretty badass, like really hard to pick.
okay.
Oh, come on.
They have this squiggly keyway, very tight. And I'm not sure, I think those also have like long spools inside them, very similar to the EVA FPS or GPI. Let's see. I have to concentrate a little bit here. Almost had those.
Hmm.
I may just wind up binning or putting all these pins away until I get better tools for this style of dimple lock. I was trying to repin this guy.
Not working out.
Oh,
If it's a high pin count one, a lot of times it's very difficult to get the pins back in without having one of those front loader.
The 3D printed ones.
You know what I mean? The front loader followers that have the like
The spiral.
Yeah,
I got one of those.
you do. That is what I would be using.
Oh shit. There it is. These tiny, tiny, tiny ass pins. Sorry.
About time.
Are flying all over the place, and it's like, oh my god, I might lose one at some point.
Come on.
Yeah, there's the
All
Dom RN.
There.
Dom RN bites the dust.
Yeah, my mine escaped the vice. Wow.
If you want to see somebody have a lot of trouble with a high pin count lock, go look at Georgia Jim's video of him picking the Kaba Star.
Oh yeah, well this is kind of similar to that. So it's
Yeah, it's a 20 pin.
my front loader doesn't fit.
He's gutting it apart, and as he's doing it, you see one pin falls out, and then two more pins fall out, and he's like, oh, and then next thing you know, freaking 20 pins fall out, and he's like, oh, fuck me.
That's kind
It's
of
just
exactly what
pissing
just
pins
happened
everywhere.
to me. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these into a little bin so I don't lose anything, and then I'm going to figure out a way of putting it back together at a later time because my hands just are not wanting to cooperate with me. But I just had the dinner bell ring, so I will be back in a little bit.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
All right, let's go for a black belt lock. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here. I actually kind of want to, I think, remove these 44 Delta handles from my Moki picks.
No.
I kind of think that I would use them more often if they had regular handles on them. Because I don't use them, like, I think I would use them more if I like had a bunch of them just sitting here at my table and they were just, magneted together like this and they were just sitting somewhere. But with them being in the case, using these is a pain because everything else sticks to them. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, they're magnetized.
So I kind of...
Have you had trouble with the magnetization? Like when it magnetizes the pick? Is that causing any trouble?
No, not really.
Okay.
They're pretty stainless, so they're not going to magnetize easily. But I think I am going to. I think I'm going to switch them back right now. Okay.
That's all I left in the back.
Okay.
Too high.
I know I threw them in this box, so shouldn't take more than a minute to find them.
So that was the second one.
Not that one. Oh, look at that. There's my fake grab pick. That's fun.
Oh, you bought one of them?
I did. Fake grab pick.
Oh, fine.
Okay. There we go. Some handles.
Oh man, this lock is not playing nice tonight. It just overset. It's funny because this one's so easy to open, and now it's just giving me all sorts of trouble.
Okay. Come on there. There we go. There's one.
See, this is what happens when somebody gambles there with the lock. You think you can open it, and then you don't.
Those are facts, my friend.
Yeah, but then again, what also almost Harmless told me, so John Doe, if you start out by thinking you won't open the lock, you definitely won't open it. So you have to imagine yourself opening it all the time, and it will finally happen.
That's true. Okay, there's 4. There is number 5.
Ah, come on.
Okay.
I can't believe this. It's overset again. Are you kidding me?
Which side do we want to screw on? All right, there's 1, 2.
Oh, there we go. It's open. Yeah, this one was giving me a fight. Normally it just opens in 2 minutes, and now it's giving me a real fight.
All right, let's go grab a little screwdriver because we don't want to. That's the thing about the Moki screws for the standard Moki handles. You do not want to put very much torque on those things because you absolutely will snap them off in a second. I don't know if you've ever snapped one off.
Oh yeah,
Not,
I did. The
does
same
not take
screws
much force.
go into the Lockmaster ones, and I think I snapped 2 of those. So
Not much force needed.
nope, not at all. And one other thing that I got here. This is an ongoing project. Oh, come over here. There we go. Holy Evas. Look at this.
Booyah! Holy smokes!
Yeah. I got these Evas. Let me focus on them. Just a sec. Let me grab the camera. There we go. Focus is back. So I got these Evas for $60. All
Wow, really?
Yeah, all of them. So double cylinders. The only downside is there are only 2 with keys, but every one of them has the same keyway. So is this keyway, right? And we have a catalog for these. Silca sells blanks for these EVA GPIs. And I was thinking maybe picking these and making keys for them,
Oh yeah, you could definitely do that.
because that's definitely a way to get this done. So they pick very well. I like the feedback on these. Actually, one of my favorite EVAs, to be honest with you. This blue one over here. So this one, I'm sure this one's a blue belt. Has this nice bidding as well. This one has wonderful feedback, really. Once I applied some PS88 to the keyway from Abus, it just picked like heaven. Really, it's really nice. Nice feedback. It has this. It had this squeaky. What is that called? A sound that it made when you opened the lock. So they were a little bit grindy, I think. But after some treatment, they are now kind of working as intended. So no more weird sounds while opening the lock.
Nice.
This one I think I haven't treated yet. This one gives me that squeaky sound, that strange sound. Oh, I also picked this one, yeah. Yeah, these require some lubrication, I think. These other four, I haven't picked these, but I started picking this one. So if you pick 1 and 2, you get a false set right away. That's really funny.
Yeah, it's really cool. You'll be able, you can pick them, and then once you get the pins, you can measure them and get
Yep.
the code, and then get keys cut for them.
Yep, exactly. That's what I have planned. I have this.
Or if you're feeling froggy, you can try an impression one.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. But the first trouble that I ran into is figuring out the actual key that I need here, the blank. So this is a catalog from Silka. Let me try and focus in on this. Let's see. There we go. I think it's readable. So one thing you can do here is first figure out the key bow. So I'm pretty sure it's this one over here, because this is the shortest key bow, I think, on the side. And look at that, it's the exact key, I think.
Yes,
And I'm not sure how to read this data sheet here, but I'm pretty sure that this side, this column, corresponds to the variety of these keys over here. So I'm thinking that this one might be this EV for R to F.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking here.
That is a very likely possibility.
Yeah, because of the way. So here you cannot really see it because this one doesn't have such high cuts, but this other key that does have, and you can see here it has this long. I'm not sure how to describe it. This long part hanging out. And this one will align perfectly with this shape over here, with this silhouette.
Go in there, you prick.
Yeah. All the other ones have these longer. I'm not sure what these are called, like offsets for the key, so that doesn't go in all the way, you know. These smaller ones have the same one, but I don't think these keys are definitely longer than the ones on the bottom here. So yeah, so I'll definitely need to order some of these, and we'll see how this one goes. So all of these cylinders were in use, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Let's try and pick one of them.
Why are you not going in there?
Keith O'Reilly is asking, have either of you picked a Ruko Combi 2? Do you have any tips?
Okay, so there is a specific idiosyncrasy with the Ruko twin combi. Well, is it a twin combi? Because that's all I picked in the combi realm. But I'm pretty sure that it goes across all of the combi models. Is that they do not what's called isolate. So whenever I pick this as a twin, I can pick clockwise and pick all of the top pins first and then after all the top pins are picked, then pick the side pins second. Now, the Combi series does not isolate in that way, so you have to pick top pins, side pins, top pins, finger pins, top pins, finger pins, and it adds like a whole different aspect, a whole different, level of difficulty to the picking, if that makes sense. As for tips, progressive pinning all day long. That is the key to success for any of the twins.
Talking about these combis, here's what I got. And this is something that I bought from Almost Harmless. Let me show you. Have you seen these before, Ray? Let me show you. Pull the key out. This is
very
that is a DOM RS8, says on the keys here as well. This is a red belt.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. It has
Interesting, huh?
these side pins here coming out like that. Yeah. Pretty nasty.
Yeah, but Keith, that is my tip for you: is progressive pin, and be aware that it is not like other twin. Actually, this is the key for my twin. No, that's not the twin combi. Where the hell is the twin combi at? Crap! It's in that box. Take my word for it. Twin combis are a pain, and they do not isolate, and so that you have to keep going back and forth between the top pins and the finger pins. It is certainly a pain. All right, fit.
Oh, look
Can
at
you?
that. Full set already. I just love this lock.
Okay, that didn't work.
Nice click.
Oh, there we go.
What happened there, Ray? What were you
I
so excited
dropped I
about?
dropped one of the screws, so, and caught it on my big fat chest, on my man boob. Okay. We are officially back to having a standard set of Moki picks.
Fantastic.
Yep. And I think that I may be more likely to use them whenever they're not magnetic. My cheap ass grav pick. I mean, it's not actually that bad. I mean, I was thinking about just taking it and hiding it outside, and it being like my emergency I have to get in the house pick. Because I could definitely get inside my front door with this thing.
Really? Have you tried?
No, I haven't, but we're gonna right now.
Oh boy.
We're gonna right now. Ugh, that sounds like a challenge there, buddy.
It does, yeah. But careful there.
All right, let's do this thing. Okay.
Are you going to set up at your front door?
I am. Oh no, I'm not gonna show it. You know, you know how people freak out about the old Roll 2 violation. Roll 2 violation, we're gonna burn you at the stake.
I was just thinking about that, yeah.
Maybe it's
I think if you house did that, it wouldn't be a problem, right? It wouldn't fall under
maybe.
number 2.
I think Bumpy's back. I gotta come back and let him in.
Oh,
Bumpy is back.
Hey,
welcome back.
beauties.
Hey, what's up?
What's happening, brother? We're just seeing whether the counterfeit grab pick can pick me inside my front door.
Really?
I was like, oh, I'll just stash it outside. It can be my emergency key to get inside the house. And he's like, well, did you try it yet? And I'm like, well, no, but I guess we will now. Sounds like a challenge. Okay, let's do this.
Oh, come on.
My dogs are looking at me super funny. They're like,
Like what?
you don't look like a burglar.
And if they could ask a question, they would ask like, but you kind of look like one. How are you one? Are you a
Guess
burglar?
what? Door's open.
Oh, boy. Oh man, that's funny.
Door's open, baby.
Awesome.
With this piece of junk. Wow. What? I'm curious how thick this thing is now because it is just, they really are like hot garbage.
Yeah.
The metal of the pick. Look at this.
Wow.
It is 38 thousandths thick.
38,000. Wow.
It is
That is
double.
thick.
It is double how thick it should be. $38 thousandths of an inch. Jeez. What the hell they were thinking?
So you're thinking you were trying to rake like medieval doors, like something like a castle door, gate.
I will tell you what I did with these though, because you may think, why would you pay a counterfeit company like that money for these things? And I'll tell you what I did. I got online and I paid, I don't know, $28 or something for it. And I waited like 3 weeks for it to get here. And then I proceeded to file a claim against them with PayPal, saying that they're selling counterfeit stuff, and got my money back.
Wow. So you
So
gotta
that was my little dig at them for doing something so stupid. Because that's the thing. Like whenever I bought it, the company that I bought it from was using video footage of the lockpicking lawyer using the pick. Video of McNally using the pick, calling it the grab pick with the Genesis profiles, and they didn't think that they were going to have issues. They deserve
Now,
it.
did you get it off eBay or?
No, I got it on Instagram. There were,
Oh, all
at the
right.
time that I bought it, there was a bazillion Instagram ads And you would just see, footage of LPL and McNally using the grab pick, and it was like, I don't know, $28 or something, $30, and I bought it, and then when it got here, I filed a claim and got my money back for selling counterfeit goods.
I think I lost one of the key pens. Ooh.
Okay, Keith O'Reilly says he has 2 finger pins and 1 driver in. I can feel the finger pins, but I haven't gotten it open yet. So, finger pins are definitely different, and I think harder than regular twin side pins, because twin side pins, all you have to do is lift them. Combi pins, you have to get the orientation right. Very similar to a Medica. You have, the 3 positions: forward, middle, and back. And then I think 2 heights or 3 heights. There might be 3 heights. They're a pain. There's no doubt about it. I have never, ever, ever gotten my fully pinned combi open. Never, ever, ever. I can open. It's a brown belt variety, so it has the 6 barrels and 3 finger pins in the middle 3 positions. All right, I was interrupted. I was going to open a black belt lock, my very first black belt lock since my injury. Let's give it a try. I've been looking every day. I go on 1 time a day to Jimmy Long's site trying to get his prototype picks, and I still haven't found them yet.
Yeah.
Bummer. I've been trying.
I think that pin's gone. Booey.
Been playing with your Swick lately?
Oh, yeah.
You know what pick I've been really enjoying in my Swick lately?
Which one?
Well, 2 actually. Your suggestion of me putting the DeForest Diamond in here was good because I use it. It's now my crowbar pick. It's my pick that I use to bully things. But the one I've been using a lot, and actually really liking it, is the Deep Thin. Because it really does feel a lot like a gem pick inside the lock.
Yeah, I like the thin profiles. I've got the thin and the flat, and then I've got some of the rakes, and then the DeForest. I was thinking about replacing the thins, but then I've been using those a lot lately, and it's like I'm gonna keep it like that because, the rounded, I wouldn't use the rounded, as much as the flats. I love the flat profile more. That's probably my go-to first, but then the thins, if I can't hit it with a flat, thin's a good one.
Yep, I've definitely been liking those thins lately. I still have the same setup. The core 9 I'll probably never change. The short, medium, and deep flat, short, medium, and deep thin, short, medium, and deep round. And then I have the DeForest Diamond, your suggestion, the bumpy pick. And then just a regular straight flat half diamond. And then 1 quad peak rake. Just in case, you never know. It might be a master lock.
The TPI is open. And that's it. I really like the feedback on these after lubrication. Pretty awesome.
Okay.
Oh, the best blue belt lock, I think.
All right. Well, I need to work on a new purple belt lock now because the
Yes.
one I had fell apart.
Oh no, yeah. Now you need to find a backup purple belt lock. Oh boy.
What's
That's a
a
bummer.
good purple belt lock? The Walkman Mega Cross is a purple belt lock. It's pretty good lock to mess with.
It's a nice lock, but then again, you might have the same trouble, gutting it. It can
Yeah,
also
it's possible.
fall apart like other high pin count locks.
I think he'll be okay once he gets. I think you just go online and do Google how to gut and reassemble a high pin count lock. I think that he's going to get it because he has a front loader, so he should be able to get it once he knows
It doesn't fit
the
though.
process.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
There's
Yeah.
one thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a power that really fits that well, and that's kind of the problem. The power I was trying to use before I took a break was just from a hot glue gun. So and that didn't even fit well. And all the other powers were either too big or way too small.
Wow.
Tell you what you could do. I have a good idea actually. You probably have 1,000,000 3D printed followers, right?
Actually, I only have the ones from 44 Delta.
Okay, because what I would do is I would take one of those 3D printed followers. Let me find one of them. Here we go. Here's one. And I would take and grind a small angle on the end of it. Or, oh yeah, this would work. You don't even need to do an angle. Here's what you should do. Take and grind the end of it so it looks like this. Like that.
Oh yeah.
That way you can put it in. You have an opening to put the pin on the right in, and then you can turn it 180 degrees and put the left-hand pin in, okay? And then push it forward. You'll have an opening to put in the left-hand pin one forward from that, and then turn it 180 degrees, put in the other side, push it forward, put in the left, twist it 180, put in the right, push it forward. If you cut a little notch like that out of half, so it would be, if you were looking at it from the top, it would look like such. Shit, I'm bad at art. But you know what I mean? It would look
Oh yeah.
like
Oh
that.
yeah, I know what you mean. It's I think I've got a power here that is similar to that.
That is exactly what you need. That way you can put in the one on the one side and then turn it 180 degrees, because then it will be blocking that pin in. And then you can put in the other side pin and then push it forward a little bit. And then they'll both be in. Then you can put in that pin on that side, turn it 180 degrees so it's being held in, and then put in the other side, push it forward, put in the pin, turn it 180, put the other pin in, push it forward. I think it'll work perfect.
Yeah, I'll have to see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the plug that's in there, and then I'm going to order either a brass rod or I'm going to get a wood dowel of the same width, and then I'll custom make a follower for that.
Perfect. That'll work perfect. I guarantee it.
The but I lost the key pen for it, so it's it won't qualify for the belt anymore. But at least it will be a good practice lock still.
What brand did you say it was?
It was Agent, an Agent
Agent.
LS5.
Who did you buy it from? Did you buy it from
Loki.
Adam?
Nope,
Loki.
Loki on eBay.
I'm trying to think. I'd put out some feelers because I'm going to be honest with you. People who sell locks on the Bazaar or eBay, they are just lousy, absolutely lousy with sacrificial locks. Locks that are broken, locks that they use for spare parts, locks that they just, they're just non-functional anymore. I bet you could find a spare pin for it
Oh yeah.
to make it, functional lock again.
And I may find the key pen at some point in the near future too. I mean, it's
Or that.
I'm actually kind of surprised that I lost it because when I dumped them, I was real careful to keep them on my map. But I might say it this way: I don't like the new Lockjaw mat as much as the old one. I might actually put the old one back up.
I agree with you. I did the exact thing. My original mat is out.
The coloring on the new mat drives me crazy, but I like the more open middle. But yeah, I think I'm going to swap them out at some point because and then the other thing I don't like about the new one is around the edges he's got these recesses, the cut ends and that, and it's catching a lot of junk and a lot of gunk, and it's like, yeah, probably swap back over to the other one.
Yep, I agree with you. I like the original mat the best myself. I mean, the Paladin mat is cool looking, but I think the original is superior.
Yeah, I think if he had a dark version of the Paladin, I think that would be really nice.
That would be cool.
In fact, I'm going to do that right now because then I can make sure that I either lost that pen or it's hidden somewhere here. I gotta clean my desk at some point too. Oh, I got the. I don't know if you noticed, but with Lockjaw, he has a Berserker's box.
Oh, did you get the Berserker box?
Yep, and I'll put it this way: it was nice. I really liked the assortment that he gave me. However, I got this one Yale lock in it that normally has 7 pins in it, or 6 pins in it. Wait, hold on. Nope, 7. And nope, actually 6. There's only 6 in there. But it only had 3 pins in it.
Oh,
And yep, three key pins and 2 security pins.
Wow, that would really kind of upset me.
But again, for me it didn't, because actually a couple weeks ago I bought a kit off, or a lot off of eBay, and I got like 10 of these now. So I'm like, oh, okay, I got more of those. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay, that was a bit new.
Ooh, booyah! Get some, son.
nice.
Awesome.
Booyah! First black belt lock back.
Well, what locks were in the Berserker box? So that Yale, and then what else? Did you buy the high security box or the
Yeah,
standard
I
one?
got the high security add-on. So yeah, it had this Yale in it. It had a kind of a different keyway on it, which I kind of like. It's a wide keyway, so it gives you a lot of open space on it. A generic security padlock, one of the cheap Chinese ones. I also got. Oh, where did it go? I had it around here. Where did it go? A medical key mark. Skiff.
Oh,
Okay.
Which I've been playing with a bit, and you know that's going to be a fun challenge.
that one
I
has the nasty keyway, right? The
Oh yeah, yep, this one right here.
yep, yep. Okay,
A small wafer,
okay.
and then oh, what was the other one that it came with? It came with you know, I might have to look up the picture because
So like 5 locks in total.
yeah, 5 locks in total. It was oh a standard Schlage keyway.
Like, okay.
Oh, here it is. Yep. So the standard Schlage. So those were the 5 from the Berserker, and then the add-on lock that I got was another medical.
Another medical. Oh,
Yep.
did you get keys for these or only the locks?
Pretty much only the locks. The only 2 keys I got were for the cheap Chinese and then the wafer. I saw someone else who got one of the key marks, got a key with a key mark. I'm like, oh, I would love to get a key with a key mark because I want to see how those keys look.
Hmm.
But you know, I mean, for not including the add-on medical, for $20, even with that Yale just having 2 security pins and 3 key pins, I still say that's a good deal, especially, you know, because, you know, I mean, just even $20 for the key mark skiff right there, I would pay $20 just for this. So,
I guess it was a good deal for you then.
yeah, I'm happy with it. It's I might order another one at some point in the future and see what I get because I had a lot of fun just opening up the you know locks that you know randomly encounter. I haven't done a lot of that before, so you know it was a nice little.
Okay, so like a mystery box of locks, right?
Yep.
Have fun with. All right, yeah, and what I got here, by the way, is the new Moki pinning. What is this called? Not a pinning
Pinning
mat.
tray.
It's a pinning tray. Yeah, the brand new one. This one has so some slots for this container parts. So some pop parts for the you know for the spacers and for the discs, and some slots for other lock parts, I guess. But it's
Awesome.
really high quality actually. With all these things. So this is the extended version. There's also a small one, which I haven't bought, but I'm thinking about buying that one as well, because that will be probably easier to transport.
Yeah.
And I also bought these. These cost like €1.60 followers, so segmented followers for Eurolocks.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like those segmented followers.
Yeah, it also comes with these hollowed ones as well. Yeah, that's a good pickup, I think. I also picked up one of the Huck, these called dimple picks. I didn't know that these were such high quality. I mean the finishing on these on the
On
Huck
the
one.
Huck picks? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
They
they're
are
really
nice.
nice. The only thing that I suggest doing with the Huck dimple picks, here's my set actually right here. The only thing that you really need to do to them is kind of round them off a little bit and just make the flag a more useful size. You know what I mean? Because when they come, like the curved flag. You'll see. Let me go full screen real quick. They come. They'll be this size here.
What colors
Be a
did
more useful
you get?
size.
Because I think you had green ones. I haven't got a green one. What
No,
the
this
hell?
doesn't belong in there.
Okay.
No, I just got silver, gold, red, and they're
Blue, right?
blue. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Good.
yeah.
Because the
This green one here's. This one is a. This is a combi finger pin pick. I turned one of the Honest Dong Shis into a finger pin pick.
okay. Okay. I was thinking maybe turning one of these into let's see. So this would be a okay. This is a left side flag, I think. No, maybe not this one. Perhaps turning one of these orange ones or gold ones into pin and pin flags. The 7 flag, perhaps. Because all you
Like
have to do is just
the
basically,
curved one.
yeah,
One of the curved ones.
I
yeah.
found it.
Oh,
The
nice.
pin.
The pin. And yeah,
That's the way.
you're right. So the shaft here, this definitely needs to be rounded down because this is very rectangular. Probably hangs up on inside the lock pretty often, I
Yep.
think.
And also the flag will need to be reduced in height this way by about half in order
Okay.
to be really useful.
I was thinking maybe turning this one into a pin and pin flag, the one that's used in the data. What are those called? Oh, come on, it's like a leashy style pick,
Yeah.
dimple pick. So you could basically just narrow down this part here, cut off a little bit, make this one a little bit pointy in the end. And you could use that to set the inner pins, and then leave some material for the outer pins. That could work.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where you have the pick is shaped like
Yeah. Okay.
like that, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Yeah. I was just thinking like that. 'Cause that will maybe make these really useful for multi-lock.
Yeah, I can see that.
And there are also some nice small profiles here. Wait a second. Which one? What was it? The one that I was looking at. Was it the blue one? Oh yeah, the blue one. These could be turned into a flag that picks D6X keyways, ABUS. All you have to do is just make this flag a little bit smaller. So yeah, this set is actually pretty nice. If you like to, file down picks and customize stuff. These are really good base because they are really cheap and they are high quality in my opinion.
Yeah, I got
I agree
both
with you.
those and then the Honest Down ones, and yeah, I want to get file them down and kind of do that type of work at some point with them. But yeah, no, they are good picks.
Oh, you got the Honest the Dong ones. Those are a little bit different. I had those, but I sold them. Those had some really interesting profiles.
Yeah.
What I think is good about the Honest Dongs is that you can buy them for $20 or $25, and then buy a set of multi-pick flags and use the handles and make a set of multi-dongs.
Yeah.
Now I tried to do that with mine, and it didn't fit that well.
Okay,
I think I gotta
you need to
get
make like a slip sleeve, a
yeah.
slip fit sleeve that you can put the multi-pick in. It's like a split sleeve almost. That way, when you put
Yeah.
it in and tighten the the set screw down that it squeezes on it. It does. You can't just put it in and just put it in. You have to make a little brass sleeve for it first.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's what I got here. So I started to work on this medical here. No success yet, but it has wonderful feedback. The problem is that I'm not sure what I'm doing here. It has this very easy bidding. Look at that. I mean, it's like a waterfall. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
So this should be practically easy to pick, but I have a lot of trouble with this one. I think the trouble is with the orientation of the key pins. Look at this. I'm not sure if I'm trying to focus on this. Just a sec. Okay, let's see. There we go. I think we got it. As you can see, it's very varied. So here we have like a should we call this one perhaps a right-oriented one, a straight, and then a left, then a straight again, and then left, and then right. Sorry, right again. So yeah, we're very varied. I tried to do a progressive pinning on this one, and I left number 6 and number 5 inside, but I'm having some real trouble figuring out how to turn the pins. Okay, let's go back to the stream. Let me leave this out here.
Booyah!
Oh, nice. What did you open?
Ruko 500.
Oh, the 500.
Awesome.
Oh man.
Should flatten out.
So yeah, so normally you should pick these like counterclockwise, right? So that way you can manipulate the key pins first, because then the sidebar would be binding first, right?
What are
Yeah,
you
when I
picking?
did
That's a
medical.
M3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
when I
not
did
do
my
it that
medicals,
way. I
I
do
did
it
them
the other way.
clockwise.
But yeah, I did mine clockwise as well.
I mean counterclockwise.
Okay, I did
So
mine the other way.
Yeah, clockwise I get pretty good feedback when setting the pins, but then I get a false set, and then it's game over, because then you'll have to, also lift while, let go of the tension and then lift while turning the pin, and that's where it gets really hard.
Okay, so here's how I did mine. I don't know if I've seen a lot of people do it this way. So I tensioned mine counterclockwise, okay? And the way I did it was I went counterclockwise, and I would turn the pin, and I would put tension on it. And if I felt it you would feel it kind of like start to bind as you pushed it up if it was in the wrong orientation. So you would, put it in the forward position and push up on it, and it would get tighter as you pushed up. So you would put it in the center position, push up on it, it would get tighter. Put it in the forward position, push up on it, and it felt like loose the whole way up. You would know that that's the correct orientation. I'd move on to the next pin, okay? And I did that to all 6 pins. So I knew that I had the orientation set correctly. And at that time, I would switch from counterclockwise tension to clockwise tension. And then I would just pick it like a regular lock.
Okay.
Because the orientations were already set. Watch Bosnian Bill's video, and he'll explain the way to check the orientation and whether that's the correct orientation or not. He explains it very good.
To be honest with you, I'm already in trouble when it comes to turning the key pin. It just feels like it is bound up, like concrete, and you need to let go of the tension. I get that part to spin it, but then again, it's not that easy. And once
It's
you
not
spin
super
it,
easy.
right, it becomes clicky, right? When it reaches the true gate.
That is correct.
And the clicky
The thing
test.
about
Go ahead.
the thing about the way I did it is that I never had to, like when I was letting off tension and stuff, it never really mattered because I could let off the entire way because I was only worrying about orientations at the time. You know what I mean? I was never tensioning the lock and worrying about the top pins until all of the orientations were already completely set correctly.
Yeah. So without tension, you just basically spin all the
I have one nearby.
key pins, right?
Yeah, do I have one nearby? Let me see. Shit.
But with the M3, you also have to like set one of the check pins, right? That's supposed to be
Yeah,
a
that's
check
it.
pin
That's
somewhere.
the very last thing that you do.
Mhm.
You'll feel it get a little false set. You'll get a little bit of corn movement, and then you'll just reach down, hit the check pin, and if it's time, it'll open. If it's not time, you know, it won't be. Nothing will happen. You know what I mean? You'll know that you got to go back to picking pins. Oh shit! My battery's running low. Oh. You know what? There ain't nobody talking in the chat anyway. Screw it.
So I tried to progressively pin this one, and this one has lots of mushroom pins. Let me show you. If I can bring it up. There we go. Let me try and see. There we go. So it has this on number 2. I have this steel standard pin.
Mhm.
All the other ones are these mushroom pins.
Oh
So you
yeah.
get lots of feedback when you pick this. But the problem is, again, the key pins and the sidebar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta work on my medicals more, and the only one I've so far successfully picked is the 4-pin biaxial ones I've got. I haven't been able to do the 5 or 6 pins yet.
I'm actually really surprised. It seems like it's considered a purple belt lock because once you kind of get it, you got it. You know what I mean? And they become really easy. But they're damn hard locks, and I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, a lot of people say that. I was talking with Lady Locks about it on her live one time. We were talking medicals, and yeah, she was like, yeah, there are times you can get it open like that, and then there are times where it's like it takes hours or you don't get it open.
Oh yeah, I
They're very,
struggle
very
with them
fussy.
way more. I struggle with them way more than red belt level locks all day long.
It's funny because you get so much feedback. The problem is actually understanding what's happening inside. That's the main issue here. Because feedback is great. I mean, these medicals have wonderful feedback. The only issue is really understanding what you're doing inside the lock.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if a cutaway would help here. You know, if you would be practicing on a cutaway, that would help.
It
Hmm.
might help with the pin rotation, but again, cutaways, because you're cutting away a side of it, that always messes with feedback.
Yeah.
Well, it would allow you to see how you're turning the pins, so that would be useful. But those are expensive.
You could make one. I mean, I was thinking maybe buying some kick cylinders, the really cheap ones, and then doing a cutaway from one of those.
Just use the hacksaw method.
The hacksaw method.
Yeah,
Elaborate?
cutting the slot in it with a hacksaw blade. Is
Oh,
that what you're talking about? Doing it that way in the kick cylinder?
no, actually using a CNC machine. So
Oh
basically,
shit! I didn't know you. I didn't know you had a CNC mill.
I don't have one, but Fabiano has, and he made
Uh,
beautiful Ruko cutaways for me, but I haven't received them yet because he hasn't sent them yet.
you
I
buy
sent
so much
him
cool shit that makes me so jealous.
I sent him four Ruko 500s. Two of them are like without a what are those called sleeves. So one has tapered pins, the other one has what is that called, a hourglass spool,
Mhm.
and then two other ones, one with the gin spools and the other one with barrel spools. And oh boy, those
Jesus,
look amazing.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus, you sent him every orientation that exists.
yeah, I did.
Yeah, and I agree, Chuck. Chuck said that he'd rather have a lot of feedback than no feedback. Definitely there. And then the second one, Chuck, I gotta agree with you. Wolfgang, you might be able to make one, but there ain't no way I can make it yet.
Here I am talking about using the hacksaw method. He's like, bah, ha, ha, ha. Hacksaws are for the peasants. We use
I mean,
CNCs around here.
I would love to get a CNC machine at some point, but if I did, I know my mom would probably kill me at this point.
Oh boy.
Honestly, they have tabletop CNCs that are relatively cheap. And
Oh, I know.
I'm going to be honest with you, G code is extremely easy once you learn G code, because that's what I was in another life. I was a CNC machinist.
The two tools I really want to get are a 3D printer at some point, and then either a benchtop milling miller or a CNC. But I can't justify the cost, and I don't have space for those right now because it's like my workspace right now looks like a hurricane went through it.
Yeah, I think you could probably do it with a manual mill because X and Y is still X and Y, and you know it all works.
Yeah.
And mills cut the same. You
I
just
should think
can't walk away from it.
The way Fabiano does his cutaways, he actually models the whole cylinder. So I sent him the Rucos, he modeled a Ruco in 3D, and that's the model that he used to calibrate the machine that he has.
So he used Mastercam.
I have no idea what he's using, but it definitely requires 3D modeling in order
Yeah, I bet he used
to
Mastercam.
precisely calibrate the parts. And he also has to disassemble the lock into parts so that he can model every single part that he's going to touch with the CNC machine.
So he went real fancy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yes, Mastercam is an extremely expensive program. Extremely expensive. What do I want to do now?
Chuck Soup is saying he's trying to learn dimple locks, and the lack of feedback is crazy, he says.
What dimple locks are you working on?
Yeah, Chuck Soup, tell us more about your dimple locks.
Yes, do.
I know that the
Depending
EL
on
1000 and 1500, the 1000, yeah, the EL 1500 have really shitty feedback, cheap ones. And those are green belt.
because depending on what lock you're using, definitely jumping right into like pin and pin, because that's what a lot of people grab as their first dimple is, a multi-lock. I don't think that's a great idea. I think you're better off getting like an Avis dimple lock or like a multi-lock 7x7, like a Garrison.
Oh yeah,
As
definitely.
your first dimple lock.
Those have wonderful feedback, the 7x7.
Oh, I love the 7x7 Garrison. It is mwah, chef's kiss, baby.
Can you open them in 1 minute? Ray, can you do that?
That sounds like a challenge, man.
Yeah, it is. I could open the one the one that I got at the competition.
There it is.
Heck, I can't even open the ones that I have at home in 1 minute. The one that I bought from Amazon, that I can open in like 2 or 3 minutes perhaps. But I cut that one into half, so it doesn't really count because only double euros count as locks that you can introduce at those challenges. So there are no half C's there.
We need left hand.
Uh-oh.
So Chuck Soup has a dimple master lock. Is that the 2940 perhaps? Those are pretty good feedback, by the way, the 29 series. There's this other one, the 1145, I think, that also has a nice feedback. And the 1155, perhaps?
Alright, going into this blind is probably not a great idea, but we're doing it.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good tensioner. Change plans. Different tensioner. That one will do.
Oh, one multi-lock with a blue key like the one on your bench. Yeah, that's a multi-lock interactive, I believe, right? Bumpy.
Yeah. No.
The one that's on my bench, yeah, this is a multi-lock. It's not interactive. It's the, hold on, let me get, eBay back up here. Oh, it is interactive. Yep. All right. Yep. So yeah, multi-interactive.
Yeah, because I can see the huge interactive element in there. Because the classic doesn't have interactive elements that I know. Also, the 7x7
No,
doesn't have
it's
one.
not.
Also, the what is that called? The integrator doesn't have one.
All right. So where did my key go for my goal lock?
Is that a Kernode key over there? The brown one in the middle.
Yep.
Oh. How's that one? Did you enjoy picking that one?
Yeah, I got both the green belt and the blue belt versions, and those definitely are fun picks. They're the pin and pins. And then I've got the guard, which is a purple belt, or the guard purple belt one, which is similar to the multi lock. So,
Nice.
I really gotta clean my desk off because I'm starting to lose keys. Did that go? Yeah, the gold came with a key. Where did my gold key go?
Grab the wrong pick. Red right hand.
Isaiah 2000. Hmm. Oh, you have an idea? Eurolock? Really? Juck Soup? Did you get that one from Almost Harmless, perhaps? John Doe. I just showed Ray and Bumpy how to pick the ideas. He was 75, IB 40. Okay, those are the ones with the dead core. Now that one has the D6X keyway. I use a custom pick for that one because the warding on the other side is just too nasty. I wouldn't go with a what are those called, curved picks, and instead just make a very small straight flag that goes in. I see open a couple of times, but not consistently. Okay, nice. Isaiah, probably the R6, right?
What
The
the
only one that I know.
So this is probably the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 pen. All right, yep. So this is a black belt one. I got to go V18.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out if this is a red belt or the black belt version. I think it's the black belt.
yeah. I don't think you'll figure it out without gutting it, which is probably a
That
death
is
sentence to that lock.
I am not gutting any of these high pin counts after that experience with that one lock.
okay. Let me see. Let me see your lock. Can I see your V18? Back. Why am I not allowed to put you full screen?
Yeah, Chuck Supla, let me
There we
answer
go.
that afterwards. After we hear.
You have a mortise. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
is unfortunate.
Yeah, I was
Um,
counting the cuts on the key here.
That doesn't help you because they're inside of a V18. There are some pin chambers on certain locks that will have just a ball bearing in the pin chamber, and it's like a what is it called? That's not shit. Why can't I think of like a non-active pin?
So this is
like
the
a passive pin, you mean?
VLX R5R.
Ray,
don't know if
did you
that helps.
mean like a passive pin?
Passive pin. That's exactly. It'll just be a ball bearing. I have one that's very similar to yours that has 18 pins in it because there are 21 pin slots and there are 3 ball bearings. And then I have one that it's fully pinned up, 21 pins, and then the other one has, I think, 20 pins. But the ones that I got one from eBay, looks just like yours, and I got 2 from White, and the ones that you get from him are similar to like this gold lock, where it's like a kick cylinder that has 3 Bibles on it. So there's a top like this where you can just pull it off and got it out of the top.
Yeah, something. I think I got one of those. Where did it go?
There's my V18 that looks like yours.
With the V18 was the other one that you were talking about. Do you know what belt level that one was, or?
This is the V18 that looks like yours.
Yeah.
You got these here. There's a pin chamber on the left, one on the right, one up top. And then I have one. That's the wrong one. Aha! Here it is. Here's the black belt V18 right here. And it has a kick inside. I have 2 of them like this.
Oh yeah, that can be gutted, right?
Yep. They both can be gutted. It's just this one is exponentially harder.
Ooh.
See, my way that I was planning on gutting this is I was planning on getting some brass sheet and pulling the covers off, pulling these ones off and putting brass sheet in its place, because then you'd be able to slide it out in and out no problem. The ones that are in gold locks, let me see if it'll show up. They're like segmented almost. They have little scores in them and they're prone to breaking.
Yeah. You know what belt level that one is, or?
This one here is black belt 1.
All right.
The other 2 I think are black belt 2.
Do you have the label on the top of it still, or? No. Is there an A1 on the back?
There is.
RH
A1.
Yeah, I got the same on mine.
Yeah, I think that there's 18 pins in it. 18 active pins.
All right.
Tell you what, I actually have a picture in my phone of it gutted because I asked the guy to gut it for me before he sent it to me.
I
I'll
forget
send you
who did I
a.
get that one? I got that one from DEUT 25116.
I got it from
High
somebody on
security
eBay.
mechanical locks. And he's got 4 more available.
I'm gonna answer Chuck Soup's question, and then I'm going to head off to bed, I think. So Chuck Soup, you asked about the ABUS keyway. Yeah, the hooks don't fit that keyway by default, but you can file down those picks. So here's the hook set. Let me show you. So these I just got today, but the one that I would file down is definitely one of these silver ones. Wait a second, which one? I think this one over here.
By the way, I just picked that Garrison in the time that it took me where I was showing Bumpy the V18. I just picked the Garrison
Oh,
7x7. That couldn't have been more than 30 seconds.
Oh, awesome.
Could I do it again? Probably not, but it was hella good time.
Yeah, there we go. So these picks are giants. So yeah, wait a second. And we need a different orientation. Let's see here. Okay, this one's too big. Let's see.
Let me.
Perhaps
That's
this
something.
one. So the red one has the right orientation, but you need to definitely make this rounder, the shaft actually. So it fits the keyway a little bit better. And you also want to file down this flag a little bit, make it smaller so it fits this tiny hole over here. As you can see the orientation here. Picking from this direction is just futile. I wouldn't recommend it. But picking from this side here, where the cut starts, the keyway starts, you just use this little hole over here. You insert your pick and you can start picking. I can show you the profile that I made. Let's see. It's definitely not a perfect wall one, but it picks these locks very nicely. Let's see. I need the small flag, yeah. There we go. So you need to make a small flag like this one over here out of one of these. That's a lot of filing. Wait a second. Out of this one, sorry. As you can see here, you have lots and lots of material to file away. And you also need to make the shaft smaller and rounder, because otherwise you'll get stuck inside the lock while picking. It also robs you from lots of feedback when that happens. So as you can see with the small flag, you can go in like this. You see my small flag, and it navigates really nicely. You can feel all the pins inside, because the shaft is very small. And my flag just glides through these pins, because this end is nicely rounded. It doesn't hang up inside the lock, because all of these very sharp corners are something you will want to get rid of. Otherwise, the pick will hang up inside the lock. All right. Yeah, it's a lot of removal. It's a huge undertaking, but you can do this while picking the lock. It's a fun, in my opinion, it is a very fun activity, in my opinion. It's a very progressive way of picking a lock. So you cut away a little part, you get in, you try it out, so you see how the feedback is, so you see if you can set pins, see if you can navigate. Navigation is very crucial. It also depends on the tension that you're applying to the lock. So you have to be careful how you tension, right? When you're navigating, you want to let loose of the tension a little bit, so you can go under the binding spool pins. And then once you try to set them, you increase the tension a little bit. Yeah. Hopefully that helped. Sorry for taking over your channel, Ray. Are you still there?
I think he stepped away briefly.
Oh.
I see his camera shaking.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to modifying these. I got many dimple locks to try this on. Oh, I don't think we can hear you, Ray.
Now, how about now? Brr. All right,
There we go.
I wanted to tell him about Huck flags because I got mine, and it was like, why can't I pick any locks with these things? I can't figure it out. Can't figure it out. When you get them, they'll be like this. They'll be nice big flags on kind of squared off shafts. So you'll start by rounding off your shafts, thinning them out a little bit, but also the flags. You see, this is an unmodified Huck flag. This is a modified Huck flag.
Ooh,
You
it's a
thin them
fancy
out
profile.
quite a bit, quite a bit. But the way I found out how to do that was I didn't know what size flag should be until I got an actual flag from Nigby, one that he made. So he sent me a set of flags, and I used these as a model for turning down my Huck flags. These are the small ones, and the ones that are the same as this are right here. So you can either get one good flag from a person that makes them, like Nigby, or multi-pick or whoever's selling decent flags these days. You could do that, or you can ask around on Discord, and there are measurements for the multi-pick flags going around. People have images and like drawings with dimensions of the flags, and you can use those dimensions in order to recreate them using your Huck flags.
Yep, that's a good idea.
I know for sure that shit. Who did I get them from? I got them from Chevy. That's who I got mine from. The actual document that had all the dimensions of the multi-pick flags on. But if you just post something on LPU somewhere, somebody's going to have the the dimension document. Because it's basically just a document that has a picture of what the flag looks like, the dimensions of that flag, the diameter of the shank. What else was on that document? Oh, and the hook, the flag number that it has, like the multi-pick flag number 7, and it'll have what it looks like and what the dimensions are.
Yeah, and then
And it shows.
you can also save a lot of the time if you have those dimensions, because as I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, if you start filing down based on picking just one lock, that flag will work very well with that one lock, with that one type of bidding. But if you run into a different lock or into the same lock with a different bidding, you might not be able to set the pins like high enough, because you would still have to adjust the picks so you can pick higher cut pins, lift them higher, right? And for that you need space. So I think I only managed to get like one of these custom picks like completely perfect in order to pick all sorts of ABUS EC75, 30 and 40 and 50, even 60 locks. So there's this small flag that does that, but the rest are still not perfect. So I still run into locks which I cannot pick with my custom picks, because I cannot lift some of the pins high enough.
Yep,
So, yeah,
that is definitely a thing. I definitely suggest that before you start grinding away at them, that you either get a flag to start basing the dimensions off of, or the multi-pick document, so that you don't go, because once you take material off of it, you can't put it back on. So if you make it a little too short, a little too thin, you don't have the same reach that you would have had, and there may be locks that you might not be able to get open because of it. The only good thing is that they only cost like $30 a set. So if you ruin them, they're really easy and cheap to replace. That, and even if you screw up one flag, you still have 7 flags left that are perfectly fine. I wonder if I still have that freaking flag document. I bet you $100 I still do.
I just picked this EC7530 like two times off camera here. Want to show how well this flag works.
You're banging over there.
All these nice clicks. Is Bumpy still around?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad. Oops.
There we go. I'm picking the EC75. So these got ranked from orange up to green belt, by the way, even the smallest ones.
That's the ABUS dimple lock, right?
Yeah, the 75s. EC75. I think these have better feedback, better than the 75 IB. Although the 75 IB is also not that bad. It has a dead core that also has some nice feedback, actually. Now that I think about it.
God, look at all these freaking Jimmy Longs that I have. I have so many freaking Jimmy Longs picks. And I tell you, I've been using the hell out of these multi-lock picks. Or the, not multi-lock, the picks from Covert Instruments.
Oh,
I've been using them pretty
Apex?
much exclusively. Yep, pretty much exclusively for like probably 4 or 5 months now.
Oh, the Apex ones.
Yep.
Oh
I
yeah.
just can't get away from them.
I did an event at work a couple weeks ago. We had a professional development day. Our CIO, CIO was like, hey, bring your locks in, because everybody enjoyed it last year, and we had a student worker there, and he was cranking on one of my Jimmy Longs and actually bent the Jimmy Long almost into a 45-degree angle.
Oh, wow. Oh boy.
I'm like, what are you doing? I think I
Yeah,
recovered
did you
it, but
explain in the beginning that those are no crowbars there? Those are no
yep,
small crowbars.
yep. I was like, you don't have to, crank on it, like a crowbar and all that, not heavy force. And yeah, I turned around, and then all of a sudden my Jimmy Long's at 45 degrees. I'm like, oh, okay. Fortunately, it wasn't one that I used a lot, and I think I recovered it. But yeah, I think he even kind of bent it that way a little bit because I'm noticing a bit of a curve towards the tip of it.
And they didn't break. The Jimmy Longs they didn't break after
It
that
didn't break.
abuse. Oh, that's
Nope.
really good. That's good news.
And I was able to straighten it out. So, it's like you won't be able to use my picks again. No.
Yeah.
Here, we'll just do a little show and tell. We got my regular Jimmy Long set is this set here. It's just a roll, and it has the starter, the basic, the intermediate, and the gems in it, and that's pretty much what I use all the time. That's actually this one right here. Starter, basic, intermediate, gems. That's pretty much what I use all the time. But I have my old Jimmy Longs, the B3s and B4s, that I haven't touched. God, I can't even tell you when I touched these last. But we got those, and we have the 15,000ths ones in here. And then, because there was a time when they were very difficult to get, we have just pack after pack after pack. Gem hook, 15,000 flats, 15,000 gems, 19,000 gems, some more 19,000 gems, starter, basic, intermediate, some more gems. It's just, God, I need to like give some of these away or something. Holy shit.
Oh, I gotta do a giveaway at some point. I hit 500 subscribers. Yay!
No, congratulations.
Oh, you're killing it, baby. Wait, you only have 2 Jimmy Long's picks? That's unacceptable.
You need the complete set in order to qualify here. Isn't that right, Ray?
You hanging on Discord at all, Mr. Chuck Soup? If you do, I should give you some of my overflow. They're not getting used here.
I think what I'm going to do for the giveaway is I got a Lawlock Tool EDC Pro set here.
Oh.
I think I'm going to do a giveaway. Use this as a giveaway.
There you go.
Oh.
That'll make somebody happy.
Are those like heavy metal handles or the single metal thing that requires a
They're the heavy
handle?
one.
A heavy one, okay. Well, those are fancy, yeah.
Yep, they're my favorite picks. So I think I'm going to do. I did the Valerian set for my first giveaway. I think I'm going to do this one for my second.
There we go. It's open.
Yeah, you make somebody's day, that's for sure. Tell you what, I've never actually bought any Lawlock Tools anything. Huh.
I haven't decided what I want to do for the giveaway yet, but I'm hoping to have that posted by the end of next week.
Mr. Chuck Soup, give me a holler on Discord.
Oh, for the dimensions, right? For the dimple picks.
That, and I think I might send them a little package or something.
All right, I'm gonna head out now. Thank you for having me, Ray. Bumpy, always a pleasure.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely, it was good being back and hanging out with my buds for a while. It's been a little while. We had some deaths in the family, and then I cut my finger real bad, so I was pretty beat up and wasn't able to pick for a while. But it was good hanging out.
Yeah, same here. All right, we'll see each other again maybe this weekend or only next week. Was
Yep,
the plan
we
there,
shall
Ray?
see. Maybe we'll give Stu a holler, see what he's up to. His channel's been growing like gangbusters. So
Yeah, it did. He promised me to show me how to open cuffs because I'm getting the training set from Greyhound. I'm not sure when I'll get the package, but I did get the Shackleman. What is that called? Club set, I think,
Oh,
and
awesome.
also the whole training kit with the Smith and Wesson handcuffs.
The thing you'll probably want to do with the picks, because I had to do that with do it with my picks. So where did they disappear to? They're around here somewheres. I had to file them down a bit because they're 25 thousandths what you'll get. And what is really kind of good for handcuffs is like 20 thousandths or just a little bit thicker than 20 thousandths. So you may need to file them down just a little bit, but it's a good pick set.
All right.
I'm gonna have to find where I put mine because I don't see it.
Well,
Where did it go?
once I get them, I'll definitely reach out to you guys because I have no idea how to pick
Oh, here it
cuffs.
is.
And it will probably be a great introduction into picking lever locks. So that's
Oh
one
yeah,
of the reasons I picked them up.
the shims in the Shackleman cuff set are the best. I love the shims.
Nice.
Coxie shims.
Indeed.
Yep.
All right.
I wish they sold them individually.
Yeah, I bid you farewell from now. Have a great rest of the day, guys. See you again next time.
All right,
Yep.
catch you
See
later,
you later.
Wolfman. All right, Mr. Chuck Soup, you are not going to find me if you look for me under Rock Out with Your Lockout because this live stream is named Rock Out with Your Lockout. It was named by a lock picker that was very near and dear to our hearts, uh, Mr. Parky, Parkinson's Picking. Well, we got his locks right. Very near and dear to our heart, but he knew that I was an amateur radio operator and that I like to talk. So he was like, "You should do a live stream, and you should name it Rock Out with Your Lockout." And he made um, the two logos for Rock Out with Your Lockout live stream, and he actually made that for me. And then pretty shortly after that, somebody named their YouTube channel Rock Out with Your Lockout. So we are two separate and distinct people. He is named Rock Out with Your Lockout, and I just have a live stream called Rock Out with Your Lockout. So you're going to look for me under W30Y-Ray. That is moi.
Hmm.
So
These are
this is my other V18.
oh nice.
Yeah, it's like a Japanese kick with the three separate Bibles.
Yeah, I thought I had one of those, but it didn't have. It's just just this guy here.
look guy. Let's see the guy. What
This is a
that?
Minwa. Or
Minwa.
Kaba. I think this is the Kaba Star.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Yeah.
That is very, very similar to the V18, the Kaba Star. They both got
Yep.
about 20 some odd pins in them, but the Kaba Star, I think, comes in from um, more directions.
Yeah.
Like uh, the Miwa Star is the same as the Kaba Star is the same as the Miwa FN, and those are like the high pin counts that come in from sideways and diagonal angles and stuff. And the Gold V18 has a lot of pins, but they're arranged in rows, three rows of 7. That's something I need to get. God, I keep saying that every time I think about it. Is getting the crap. What the heck are the name of those picks? The Moki picks that. Oh crap! I think they were designed by Yabende. What the heck are the name of those picks? It's a set of 3 picks made for high pin count locks. Shit.
Is it these guys here?
Oh yeah, those.
Oh yeah. Oh, these are made for high pin counts.
Yes, they are specifically designed for
Ooh.
high pin count.
I didn't realize that. I
That
did
is
not
exactly
realize
what
that.
the name actually has Kaba in the name. What the heck is that? The acronym? It's a 4-letter acronym.
Starts with an A. I can't remember exactly what it is either. Hold on. I got those off of the lockpicker's bench. Let me
Shit.
lockpicks. Shot by brand Moki. They are the AKAB.
Hey Kaba, it's all Kaba are beautiful. That
Oh,
is
I
what
didn't
that
realize
name
that.
stands for, and they're specifically designed for high pin count locks.
Oh, all right. I might put these where I can easily get to them then, because I'm starting to work with locks like that. So it would be nice to. Thank you for telling me that, because I didn't realize that.
Yep, all Kaba are beautiful. But yeah, those are made. That's why they are round, but also have flat ends, so that you can use them. Let me grab a deep ass hook. Um, they have flat ends so that you can hit those ones that are straight up, but you can also cock them. They're round so that you can cock them easily to hit those ones that are angled, or you can turn them like a flag. They are specifically designed for high pin count locks.
All right. Actually, I've got a SEPTA here. 'Cause
Makes me wonder what
I
you were
forgot
using
about
them
that.
for before now.
Oh yeah. Ooh. All right. I might pick my SEPTA with these.
Hey, we got Yin Yet in the house. He said Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Close, but no cigar. What? Whoop. I said what? But it's to my wife. Let's see what she wants.
All right, let's see how this goes.
All right. So I think that I need to go here. I think my wife
All right.
wants to get some dinner going. I didn't realize that it was already 7:30. That is
Oh,
bananas.
jeez, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, I gotta get going pretty soon too. And what's going to be coming for movie night soon? It's like, uh-oh.
the time went super fast. Let's see if anybody has any final questions while I put this high pin count lock back together here. Anybody have anything they need to say? Mr. Chuck Soup, find me on Discord unless you did already. I'm guessing you did already. It can't be that difficult to find. There's nobody else named W3OY Ray on Discord. I promise you that. Just a heads up, I'm very, I work a lot, and pretty much my hours are the same hours at the post offices. So it takes me a little while to mail stuff, but I got some shit for you. So trying to decide whether I should just send you this set of Jimmy Longs that I used myself for a while, or send you some B5s. I guess it doesn't really matter. They're all really freaking good. I'll either send you V4s or V5s. They're both good. You're welcome for the dimple information. If I have the dimensions for the multi-pick stuff, I will send it to you. If not, I'm telling you, there's got to be probably a shit pile of people out there that actually have those dimensions because it was not a secret. Basically, it was a paper that had like the pictures kind of looked like this, and it had an image of what the flag looked like side on the the dimensions here, the dimensions thickness wise, the because here's another thing that probably nobody ever told you. Um, Dimple picks the shaft, the shank of it is not round. They are oval shaped. Heads up. So just know that they are not round. They are oval because they're thinner so that they can fit into the keyway, but they're a little wider to give them a little bit of strength. So little lesson for anybody who didn't know that little piece of information. All right. What was this? Beautiful. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anybody has any more questions or anything. Bumpy, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks also to Wolfgang.
Oh, anytime. Thanks for hosting again.
Yep, very good. Now that my fingers getting back into fighting shape, I was able to use it for 3 hours of picking, and nothing busted open or anything. So
That's always good.
yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. My finger is super sore, but not bleeding, so I'll take it. Okay, so Chuck Soup, you are going to round off the shaft, but you want it to be oval shaped, not perfectly round. So you want it to be thinner in the direction that the flag is. Let's say here's a flag right here. It is thinner this way than it is this way. Okay, let's actually measure it because I'm pretty sure he got his dimensions off of multi-pick picks. Where are you? I just had my calipers 2 freaking seconds ago. Oh! All right, here we go. All right, this way it is 40x, and this way it is 59. So it's 59 wide and 48 thick. So it is 10 thou thinner than it is wide, if that makes sense. So just a little heads up on that one. Yeah, you are not going to make the shaft a circle. It is going to be an oval all day long. So I'll see if I can find those dimensions, but that's what I stuck with whenever I rounded mine off for the my Huck flags. I went to 48 to 50 thou in this dimension, and then 58 to 60 in this dimension. So 50 by 60, and I just kind of sanded it as I was turning, sand until I turned, and then I would measure both dimensions, and that was it. You definitely want to do it slow. You don't want to hit it with a Dremel, because that'll take up one. It'll heat up the metal, and you don't want to do that because it'll make it brittle or soft, both of which are bad. And two, you can always, you can't add more metal. You can take it off slowly. So, hey, Newhouse, how's it going, brother? You missed the whole live stream.
Please turn the air back on.
All right. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful rest of your night. I will see you guys all next week, and I'll see you later, Bumpy.
Yep. See you later. And see